What if I told you there are places on this planet so incredibly beautiful, so perfectly untouched, that they feel like they belong in a dream? Places where you won't find crowds of tourists taking selfies, where locals still greet you with genuine surprise, and where every sunset feels like it was painted just for you. These hidden gems are scattered across our world, waiting for the curious few who dare to venture beyond the guidebooks. But here's the thing, they won't stay secret forever. Today, I'm sharing 10 extraordinary destinations that most travelers have never heard of. Trust me, after seeing what I'm about to show you, your next adventure will never be the same. Destination 1, Faroe Islands, Denmark. Our first secret lies in the North Atlantic, where 18 emerald islands rise dramatically from storm-tossed seas. The Faroe Islands are what happens when Nordic minimalism meets raw, untamed nature. Picture this. Villages of just 100 people nestled between towering mountains, where grass-roofed houses seem to grow from the earth itself. Waterfall plunges directly into the ocean, creating one of the most photographed scenes you've probably never seen. Here's your insider secret. Visit between September and March for the northern lights, but arrive in June for the white nights when the sun barely sets. Stay in village. It has only 18 residents, but they'll treat you like family. And here's the kicker. Most tourists stick to Tórshavn. So venture to the outer islands like Mykonos for puffin colonies that feel prehistoric. Destination 2, Socotra Island, Yemen. From Nordic mystique, we journey to what locals call the Indian Ocean. Socotra Island is so isolated, so unique, that a third of its plant life exists nowhere else on Earth. The iconic dragonblood trees look like giant umbrellas scattered across an alien landscape. Bleeding crimson resin that's been prized for centuries. Ham Hill Plateau feels like stepping onto another planet, while Kalanzia Beach stretches for miles with sand so white it's almost blinding. Your secret advantage, this UNESCO World Heritage Site receives fewer than 5,000 visitors annually. Fly via Abu Dhabi to Socotra Airport. It's the only way in. November to April offers perfect weather. And staying in local eco-camps connects you with Socotri culture that's remained unchanged for millennia. The diving here rivals the Maldives, but you'll have entire reefs to yourself. Destination 3, Raja Ampat, Indonesia. Speaking of underwater worlds, our next secret lies beneath the surface in Indonesia's forgotten corner. Raja Ampat, the Four Kings, harbors 75% of all known coral species in pristine waters that feel like swimming through a living rainbow. Above water, limestone karsts pierce the ocean like ancient monuments, creating hidden lagoons accessible only by kayak. Arborek Island's women weave bags from pandan leaves, a tradition passed down through generations, while Pianomo, the little wayag, offers maze-like waterways perfect for exploration. Here's what the dive operators won't tell you. Visit from October to April for glassy seas and perfect visibility. Base yourself in Arborek Village for authentic homestays and dive the north coast of Batanta for manta ray cleaning stations, where these gentle giants gather by the dozens. Book with local operators. They know hidden spots that aren't on any map. Destination 4, Svaneti, Georgia. High in the Caucasus Mountains, where Europe meets Asia, lies a region that time forgot. Svaneti's medieval watchtowers stand sentinel over villages that have changed little since the 12th century. These aren't just pretty towers. They're family fortresses built to withstand invasions, each one telling stories of survival and honor. Mestia serves as your base, but Ushguli, Europe's highest permanently inhabited settlement, is where the magic lives. At 2,100 meters above sea level, it's closer to the stars than most places on Earth. Your secret weapon, July to September, offers hiking weather that rivals the Alps, but with none of the crowds. Stay in traditional Svan towers converted to guest houses. Many families have lived in the same tower for 800 years. Trek to Chaladi Glacier from Mestia, or attempt the Ushba climbing route if you're feeling adventurous. The local wine, stored in buried clay vessels, pairs perfectly with kakapuri around a wood-fired stove. Destination 5, Fernando de Noronha, Brazil. From mountain fortresses, we descend to a tropical paradise that Brazil keeps as its best-kept secret. Fernando de Noronha floats 350 kilometers off the coast like an emerald jewel, where spinner dolphins dance in crystal-clear bays. This UNESCO World Heritage Marine Park limits visitors to preserve its pristine ecosystem. Dos Porcos consistently ranks among the world's most beautiful beaches, where jagged volcanic rocks frame turquoise lagoons. At Morante dos Golfinhos, hundreds of spinner dolphins perform their morning ballet, a natural spectacle that never gets old. Here's your insider knowledge. Only 420 visitors are allowed daily, so book months ahead through the official environmental tax system. Visit between August and December for the clearest waters and dolphin season. Rent a buggy to explore. The island is small enough to cover in a day, but you'll want to return to your favorite spots again and again. Local pousadas offer the best access to sunrise sessions at Conseku Beach, Destination 6, Lofoten Islands, Norway. Above the Arctic Circle, where winter brings endless night and summer brings endless light, the Lofoten Islands create a landscape so dramatic it seems crafted by Norse gods themselves. Red Rorbor, traditional fishermen's cabins. Pristine beaches where Arctic waters meet powder white sand. Rain Village, with just 300 inhabitants, sits beneath peaks that rise 1,000 meters straight from the sea. When the northern lights appear, they reflect in every fjord, creating a light show that defies description. Your secret timing, March to May, offers northern lights with improving weather, while June to August brings the midnight sun and hiking conditions. Stay in converted Rorbur in rain or Nussfjord. They're perched over the water with million-dollar views. For the ultimate experience, catch the Hurtigruten Coastal Express from Bodø, or drive the E10, one of the world's most scenic routes that somehow remains uncrowded. Destination 7, Kangaroo Island, Australia. Off the coast of South Australia lies an island that's like Australia in miniature. If Australia had been left completely wild, Kangaroo Island is where native animals roam freely and landscapes shift from pristine beaches to ancient rock galleries. The remarkable rocks are exactly that, massive granite boulders, carved by 500 million years of wind and rain into sculptures that seem impossible. Flinders Chase National Park shelters echidnas, kangaroos, and the rare glossy black cockatoos, while Vivon Bay stretches for miles with not a building in sight. Here's what mainlanders don't know. The island produces some of Australia's finest honey, wine, and cheese, often in small family operations, happy to share their passion. Visit March to May for perfect weather and fewer visitors. Stay at Southern Ocean Lodge for luxury, or choose eco-friendly camping at Western River Cove. The Kangaroo Island Wilderness Trail offers 4 days of hiking through landscapes that change hourly. Destination 8, Azores, Portugal. In the middle of the Atlantic, 9 volcanic islands create a world where hot springs bubble next to crater lakes, and every view looks like a postcard from paradise. The Azores are Portugal's best-kept secret, closer to New York than Lisbon, yet distinctly European. Sete Cidades features twin lakes, one blue, one green. Nestled in a massive volcanic crater, Furnace Valley bubbles with geothermal activity where locals cook traditional cozido stew underground using volcanic heat. The island of Pico showcases Portugal's highest mountain, rising from vineyard walls, built from black volcanic stone. Your insider advantage, visit May to October for whale watching season. The Azores sit on major migration routes for sperm whales and blue whales. Base yourself on Snow Miguel for the full experience, but don't miss Flores for hiking and Terceira for authentic Portuguese culture. Rent a car and explore at your own pace. Every turn reveals hidden hot springs, deserted beaches, or viewpoints that will stop you in your tracks. Destination 9, Palawan, Philippines. The Philippines' last frontier unfolds in Palawan, where underground rivers wind through cathedral-like caves and lagoons hide behind. Towering limestone walls accessible only by kayak, El Nido's Big Lagoon requires swimming through a narrow opening in limestone cliffs to reach a hidden pool surrounded by 200-meter walls. The Porto Princesa Underground River, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, flows 8.2 kilometers through caves filled with bats and ancient rock formations. Coron offers world-class wreck diving in waters so clear you can see Japanese World War II ships resting 30 meters below. Here's the local secret. Skip the crowds in El Nido town and base yourself in Coron. It's quieter and closer to the best island hopping tours. Visit November to May for dry season perfection. In Coron, stay with local families who still practice traditional fishing and can guide you to hidden hot springs that don't appear on any tours. Book island hopping directly with boat operators for half the price of resort tours. Destination 10, Madagascar's Tsingy de Bimaraha. Our final secret lies off the coast of Africa on the world's fourth largest island. Madagascar's Tsingy de Bimaraha creates a landscape so unique, so alien, that it could be the surface of another planet. These limestone pinnacles, some reaching 100 meters high, form a stone forest that shelters species found nowhere else on Earth. Red Tsingy at sunset glows like molten copper, while hidden forests in the canyons below harbor 11 species of lemurs and orchids that bloom once a decade. The word Tsingy means where one cannot walk barefoot, and you'll understand why when you see these razor-sharp spires. Your ultimate insider tip: visit during dry season from April to November, when paths are accessible and wildlife is most active. Fly from Antananarivo to Morondava, then drive 3 hours on rough roads. The journey is part of the adventure. Local Sakalava guides know safe routes through the Tsingy and can spot lemurs invisible to untrained eyes. Stay in Bekapaka village and embrace the simplicity. You're truly at the edge of the world. These 10 hidden gems represent something precious in our hyper-connected world, places where wonder still lives, where every sunrise brings genuine surprise, and where you can still feel like a true explorer rather than just another tourist. But remember, with great beauty comes great responsibility. These places remain pristine because they're visited by travelers who respect local cultures, protect fragile ecosystems, and travel thoughtfully. Now I want to hear from you. Have you discovered any secret travel gems that took your breath away? Drop them in the comments below, and you might inspire someone's next great adventure. If this video sparked your wanderlust, smash that subscribe button and the notification bell. We're constantly uncovering the world's best-kept secrets. Until next time, keep exploring, keep wondering, and remember, the best journeys take you to places you never knew existed.